So today I would want to be talking to you about how you might be hanging around with the wrong people, especially either today or either, a couple of few weeks ago that you've realized that you've been hanging around with the wrong people as well. That's something that is telling you that you are literally hanging out with the wrong people. And mostly it becomes to the point where you feel lonely at that point and you want to gain some friends and everything. Sometimes that can be the case. Sometimes that can be the case, and you feel like, okay, you're hanging around with them, but do they actually respect you in a way where they want to see you grow and either respect you either face to face or even on social media? They like to see you grow. But if they don't like to see you grow, if they're mostly jealous of you that you are bettering yourself, your day-to-day life, then obviously cut them off. If they're going to use you at some point, then don't think in your head it being like, okay, but I still need this friend group. You don't. If you're actually growing by yourself and you're actually progressing every single day, no matter if it's your whole emotions, no matter if it's money, financial, if they're jealous of you, cut them off. I don't know I don't know what to either explain this the best way for you to understand on where I'm coming from. And mostly, like, yeah, for me personally, when I first joined in college, I wasn't like hanging around with the wrong people. I wouldn't say that. I think I was making some random friends, obviously, but they wanted to they wanted to actually, get the work done type of thing, because they know that, or if they grow up and they're not doing anything, either what subject it is or anything else, then obviously I'm like, cool, you can be my friend, my college friend and whatnot. And personally, I don't really think that actually I could. There was one side and the other side. Personally, other side that were just completely fake. Really, I'm not going to mention out any names or anything in this video, because it is really like it's just irrelevant for me to say any names out or anything. I just don't see the point on trying to say it out in that point. So yeah, I would say I'm like 50-50 from it. But if you feel left out in most of your subjects, like, let's say for example, if you weren't picked, so let's say for PE for example, if you weren't picked every single time, every single week, because they think that you're not worthy enough. I mean, it's happened to me before. Really, it's happened to me before. I couldn't I couldn't really care, really, because even though if I was the one that was picked out the last, I mean, I looked at them and been like, okay, so pretty much you're picking the people that don't care about you. They want to be there so they can pick the best players. They personally don't give a toss about you, really. I mean, from the others, but for yourself, you're there, and you'll be like, okay, either you're picked last, you're still gonna get picked, And if you do well within that game, well, yeah, they might pick you. They might pick you next week or whatnot. But this is what I'm trying to say. Fake people will always try to bring you down. Fake people will. And it's no matter if sometimes they can change. Sometimes they can change from there when they actually grow up and realize that they should be a mature adult. You soon see them and they actually respect you, because you would have that feeling of them respecting you, no matter if it's face to face, no matter if it's on social media. If they actually personally enjoy your growth, or is happy about your growth, then yeah, that's it. You can actually be friends with them and actually start a conversation where they were like, okay, they had to admit they were fake before. But people make mistakes half of the time. Even if you were that person to stay quiet and actually, I would say, like, say yes to everything on what they actually saying and actually using you of doing certain activities, like, let's say for example, drop me that ball, or could you nip to the shops, or type of thing. Like, if they start treating you like a servant type of way, and they don't really want to personally speak to you as well. It's happened to me loads of times. It has happened to me loads of times. And when I actually cut them off in my life, I started to feel like I can actually think. I started to feel like I was more happy with the less friendships that I have. I started personally, I started not messaging people. Like, I don't message people, not as much, because I'm always busy on my day to day life. No matter if it's on social media, no matter if it's on anything. Like I said before, because I've got work, really. And I might say this, if I'm always busy, yeah, and those are the ones that are actually telling you to say, oh, get that day off or anything. I personally don't want to have that day off, because that's just me losing money, obviously. And it's either people using you for money as well. Like I said before, I'm not going to mention names out, because that's what's going to stir up drama. Mostly going to stir up drama anyways. But if they start using you for money for their own gain, like they want you to drain your money down, or whatever it is as well, like, I just, like, I don't unfriend them. I don't block them or anything. I stay there and I don't message. I feel like I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in myself. Like, why did I do that in the first place? Even though I would like to help people out. But if you just go keep asking and asking and asking and asking, then I'm not going to say it to your face. I'll say it silently, and disappear. Because when I disappear, I mean, yeah, I'm always going around in the real world, and actually socialize from there, Or I could try and go somewhere I haven't even been before. But I do look at my surroundings, and I mostly trust in God on, picking the people. If I feel like I'm not being protected enough, if I feel like they're not actually respecting me, then that's the sign. I should go. I should personally go. But sometimes you have to say to yourself, you don't want to do this anymore. Sometimes you have to say to yourself, even if a small friendship group, even though you don't talk to them all the time, even if they're out doing their own work, if you message them, they message you, saying how you're doing and everything from there as well, then yeah, you've got people that would look up to you. That would actually look up to you and say how things are going and whatnot. This is just getting blurry again. I don't know if that's just me, but it looks a bit blurry. I don't even know why. But in this video, all I'm trying to say to you is, if you look at one specific person, no matter if it's a family member, no matter if it's, I don't know, no matter if it's like someone online and you don't really know them as much or anything, they start asking you for money, they start using you for this, or they don't have any free time for you, then cut them off. Sometimes you might stay there and, still be treated like crap. Like, you're still there, you're still being treated like crap, and it's like, I've been there, but you have to say no. You have to say no. You're not saying to yourself like you're giving up on some random friendship. You're saying that you want to change. You want to actually change as a person. Because if you're not going to change, you're still going to be disrespected. So, yeah, I mean, it's not, I know this video, I know I keep saying this all the time, but what I will say is, keep growing and actually focus on yourself. And that's all I got to say anyways. But if you want to pop a subscribe, if you want to either give this a like, I don't mind, it's supporting this channel. Or if you want to dislike, like I said in any other videos, I don't care. I actually don't care. Even if it's some negative comment, I don't care. You can say what you want to say, but it's not going to bring me down. I'm still going to make videos like this. So, yeah, goodbye.